Hello, in this video I'll show you how you can configure domain on your Windows server. So first of all I will show you this is Windows Server 2019 and this server launch this server manager, and if you want to check the configuration just go to this PC and say properties. Okay, you can see this, the computer name is .com 2 GB configuration. Now also we need to check uh, go to CMD, check this IP config. You have an IP of 1.81. Just remind that, remember that. Okay, so now in order to configure this domain controller on this server, you can say add a role and just say next and the next, and you can say this is the server, and you can define the role ADDS Active Directory Domain Services. You can add all these tools, add features. Okay, say next. Whatever the dependencies are needed for installation, just install. Okay, once this configuration is done, you can say close. To give static IP address. So once this is done, go to Server Manager, promote this to Active Directory Controller. You can see this, promote this server to domain, add a new forest. You can select a new forest. Start. Okay, here you can select the functionality. It can be 8 or 12. The lower the functionality, that's good. So that the servers belonging to these can also be added into the existing forest. So the passcode for recovery. Say next. Okay. Just leave it default. Okay. Here all the database, leave it default. So now all configuration done. Just say next. This also becomes the DNS server. So it's going for a reboot. So now you can see this domain has been started. The domain controller is set. You can also verify by going into the properties. Okay, the domain has been starcomputer.com. So this is how we set up this domain controller. Okay, thank you. So in this video, I'll be showing you how you can create users in the domain controller and join these users, join Windows 10 system to domain controller and log in with the domain user. Okay, so I have this server 2019 ready. First task is I'll create domain users on the domain controller. Okay, so for this, select this domain user and create a domain users. So select the domain controller and create the users. Okay, so right click and then you can also create new user. So new user username I can give as maybe my name Anand K. Okay, at the rate of at the rate of starcomputer.com. Say next. I can give my password. So user must change first login, or user cannot change password, or password never expires. So you can justify this and say finish. So my domain user is created. If you want, yes, I can even make him as profiles. I can set my profiles. Uh, I can add to administrators group also. Advanced. Yeah, select this. So he is an admin. Now, if I say OK, he'll be a part of administrators along with domain user. So this is done. Done. Creating user is done. Now, my second step is I'm logging on to my Windows 10. This is my Windows 10. Okay. So this is I'm in Windows 10. What I'm going to do is I want to join to my server. So go to your network settings. Go to Ethernet and sharing center. We have to provide the DNS also. Okay. Go to properties and TCP/4. Use the properties and use the following DNS. Validate settings. Say OK. Close. IP config. It should show. Okay, so select this system settings and go to properties, computer name, change this to domain controller. Okay, domain controller, this is my domain controller. You can see the settings and the IP address is also 1.10. Okay, because we need to give this domain controller as 1.10, and of course my domain controller is let's say starcomputer.com. So the same thing I will be doing this on my Windows 10. starcomputer.com. Okay, and say disable this IPv6 and then connect to starcomputer.com. Okay. Okay, now this Windows 10 system is a part of startcomputer.com domain. So just start this, close, restart. You should be able to log in. It will set all the defaults, desktop and etc. So now this is a member of other user. Okay, so I'm able to log in now. In this way, we can connect to the domain controller. So the new desktop, new environment is being created. Controller. Okay, you can verify by going to this PC properties. You are connected to domain controller. So the full name is sys1 is the device name, star computer. Okay, that's all in this video. Thank you. Bye.